This chapter is 16C about term-to-term rules. In this chapter, we'll discuss what this idea is behind the term-to-term rule. So first of all, we need to relate the idea that term-to-term rules are about sequences. So a sequence is simply a pattern of numbers. So as you see below, this is a sequence. It follows a pattern. And if we look at the pattern, it goes up by a certain amount each time. A term is basically a number in the sequence. So this is a term, that's a term, this is a term, that's a term, and this is a term. They're just simply numbers in the sequence. Now, to find the term-to-term rule, it's just understanding what are we doing from term to term. So in this case, 3 to 7, all we're doing is we're adding 4. Then 7 to 11, we're adding 4. And then we keep going, we keep following that pattern. So continuing this pattern, what are the next two numbers in the sequence? Pause. So if we keep going with this pattern, 19 plus 4 should give us 23. Then 23 plus 4 will give us 27. So the term-to-term rule is, when we describe it, is first of all we say where we start. We start at 3, and then we describe what's going on literally from term to term. Start at 3 and add 4 each time. This is the term-to-term rule. So in this next example, we have a visual example. Part A is write the sequence of the number of straws in the pattern. So you have to count the straws. In this case, there are 3 straws. B, write the term-to-term rule for the sequence. And remember, you have to start at something and do something each time. And in C, how many straws will be needed for the 6th term? So at this time, pause. So if we were to write the sequence for A of the number of straws, we would start off with 3, then 5, and then 7, and then 9. And as you notice, we have to start at 3 and add 2 each time. So how many straws do we need for the 6th term? Well, if we keep going with this pattern, and the 6th term is basically this: first pattern, second pattern, third pattern, fourth pattern. We need 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th term will be 11. So the 6th term will have to be 13. So there will be 13 straws for the 6th term. So let's practice a little bit more. In this problem, I would like you to write the rule for each sequence, meaning what is the term-to-term rule? So to start you off, for A, you start at 2 and then add 2 each time. Now it's your turn. Pause. In B, you start at 10 and you minus, then minus 1 each time. In C, you have to start at 1, then multiply by 3 each time. And in the last one, you have to start at 20, then divide by 2 each time. And that's it.